Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to get into BET Presents the Encore, Season 1, Episode 2. So let's just get right into it. So Episode 2 opens up with the girls around the counter drinking wine and having some food. And everyone looks around and they notice Aubrey isn't there. And this is right after Aubrey and Keely had their interaction. And so it cuts to Aubrey, and Aubrey's upstairs in her room saying that she's not trying to be divisive. She just doesn't think that it's realistic to have 8 girls sing on an album or even have 8 girls in a group. It just realistically wouldn't work, which I agree with her. She has a point. I think that's far too many girls to be in a group. I think the cutoff should be 4 or 5 at the most. So yeah, like I said, I agree with her on that. And so then we cut to the girls around the screen, and Sita comes on, and she tells the women that they will be voting for a queen of the house. And the queen is basically someone that will be able to make those hard decisions and just basically be a mediator, keep the peace. And so, Fallon had something to say about it. She said that the women weren't fit for being a queen, but more for the early bird special, which I still find annoying because, like I said before, they're not young women. I mean, yeah, they're young, but I mean, it's not like they're 22, 23 years old. Like, they're aunties now too. And I hate to be the one to say it, but you're an auntie as well, so get with it. But then the ladies vote. Lamisha and Nivea for sure voted for Pam. One of the twins voted for Aubrey, and Keely voted for herself. So they didn't show us who the others voted for. And then Shamari announces who is the winner, and it's Pam. And it cuts to Fallon saying that the girls need structure. And then we go to Keely, who says that if she were the queen, the songs would be done. Now, this is my problem with her. She hasn't done anything to help them at all. She just sits around and talks about people. And in my opinion, that is the opposite of what a creative director does. She should be the neutral party, and she should be focused on keeping the peace. But nope. She is in the mix of things. But anyways, after Shamari tallies the votes and we see that Pam won with half of the votes, they sit Pam in the queen chair and give her her crown and the queen's mandate. And the queen mandate is the queen has the power to decide roles in the group, settle disputes, hold court whenever necessary, come together as a group and record an album. They will perform songs from the album in a live show on the 29th day in the Music Mansion. And they must feature all members of the group on at least 3 of the songs that are performed. And so the girls don't have any faith that they will get 3 songs with all of them. And then it cuts to Shamari and Pam in the mirror doing their makeup, and Pam shares her testimony again. No shade, but that's not what I'm watching this for. So go on to the next scene. So the songwriters, Cosign and Elijah, come back, and they all go down to the studio, and they play a reggae type song, and they have them pick their favorite part and go in the booth and sing. So Nivea goes first, and I stan Nivea, so she did great. And then Shamari who was good, and then Pam, Felicia, Aubrey, and Fallon. All great, all sounded good on their little parts. And then we cut to a confession with Lamisha, and she's nervous because I don't think she expected for these women to sound so good and to have such great range. So then we have Irish who sings, and like I said before, nice gowns. Nice gowns. But as Irish is singing, the ladies are in the studio, and it's not sounding right. Her voice just isn't, it's not doing what it needs to be done. So Felicia was kind and went in to help her and told her to sing from her diaphragm, which I thought was really, really sweet because you could tell her heart was in the right place. She was just trying to make her sound good. And then Lamisha goes in, and like I said before, her voice is rough. There is potential, and maybe it was nerves, but she was just all right. And then finally, Miss Keely goes in. First of all, why is she in the booth? Why is she in the booth? I thought she was the creative director. A creative director is behind the scenes, not in the booth. Gosh. Anyway, she sings her part and she tried to give us Toni Braxton tease, and that just wasn't it. That wasn't the move. It didn't sound good to me. Maybe I'm biased because she works my last nerve, but yeah, that wasn't it. Try again, Keely. And then so after they're done singing and whatever, the girls are just, sitting around talking. And then Pam decides that she needs to address the ladies about her space. And she needs to do this because Aubrey was kind of leaning up against her, had her elbow or arm on her leg, on Pam's leg. And, she was just kind of absent-mindedly just rubbing her leg in like a circle or something. I didn't think there was anything that she did wrong, but, Pam doesn't like that. And so Pam says, she's just very, she's just very concerned about how it may come across to the viewers. And she doesn't want it to come across like that because she has been with women in the past, but she's been delivered. And then Pam leaves the room and the ladies just say how weird it was. And Keely says that she's upset and offended because she is bisexual. And Pam goes upstairs and tells Nivea and Shamari what she said to them. Now, here is my thing about that comment that she made, that she'd been delivered. I don't think that was homophobic. I don't think she meant anything wrong by it. I think that is her truth. If that's what she needs to do in order to keep her on what she considers the straight and narrow path, then so be it. Being a part of the LGBTQ community myself, I was not offended by it. She said nothing wrong. If that is her truth, that is her truth. Now Pam, let me let you know a little something here too. For you to even feel like that, there must have been a sensation that went through your body, because nobody was thinking that. Nobody was thinking that. And I know what she's talking about. And yeah, she's suppressing some feelings, and that probably woke up the beast inside of her. And she can't do that. She literally cannot do that, which is, strange, but whatever. And so then we cut to Nivea in the kitchen. She's just enjoying her coffee. She's just happy. Nivea is really just a breath of fresh air. Like, she's so funny to me. So as she's trying to just enjoy her morning or evening, whatever, with her coffee, Keely pops around the corner and says, "It's helping, right? My participation." And Nivea's just like, I think it's dope, but will we even be able to use your vocals? And then Misha comes around the corner and asks, "Why are you on the record if you're not a part of the group?" And my only problem with this, with Misha coming around the corner, girl, you must be hiding behind every corner eavesdropping. Every corner eavesdropping, because you just came out of nowhere. You're being nosy. You're being extremely nosy. You're searching for things, in my humble opinion. But anyways, Keely said that she thinks it's good for the group morale if she's participating. And I'm calling bullshit. I think Keely wants to be in control. So we cut to a scene. Keely is just in the kitchen drinking her wine, and Fallon calls her over for a one-on-one. And Fallon voices her concerns for the group. And instead of being a mediator, Keely starts agreeing and talking shit. And remember what I said before, a creative director should do their best to stay neutral. What does Keely do? The exact opposite. Sick of her ass. Anyways, while they're talking, who but who is around the corner listening? Misha. And she gets emotional, and she goes upstairs to Shamari, Pam, and Nivea and starts to cry about it, and they give her a little pep talk. My problem with this is I feel like Misha needs to man up, take that criticism, and do better. Going and crying to the ladies doesn't do anything. If that were me and I was hearing how people think I'm a weak link, I'd be calling Cinnamon for my vocal lessons. I'd be calling Aaliyah so I can get my 1-2 step on so I can learn the moves. But I wouldn't be crying about it. I might cry by myself or in the confessional, but I'm not about to go cry to these women and like a toddler. Like, the whole scene was so uncomfortable for me because she looked like a kid going to tell her big sister or something. Like, at your big age, no, man up and handle it. But anyways, that's my little tangent. So then, after Misha says what she has to say, Pam takes the leadership and she says, we need to have a meeting. So they all go into, I guess, the Queen's Corner or something. I don't know. And it was sweet. Pam removed her crown and called them all queens before they started the meeting. And then she opens up the floor to discussion. And Lamisha says, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. She says she heard the twins talking about her. And Felicia's like, it wasn't me. I didn't say nothing about you. And Fallon says, it was me. I said it. And Fallon basically says, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because I don't want you to get up on stage and be embarrassed. Basically, you don't sound good. You don't look good. And you are really going to humiliate yourself. And you might become a meme, basically. And Lamisha's saying, well, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try my hardest. And I just feel like if you're going to do your best and try your hardest, why are you not practicing? I mean, come on now. Come on now. And then after their back and forth goes, then it goes to Keely. And Keely says something along the lines of, this is the most unprofessional situation I've ever been in. And she talks about how Aubrey was trying to keep the girls divided. And then she addresses Pam. And she said, Pam, I stand for you. No, I stood for you. And then says how she was offended when Pam said that she was delivered from homosexuality. And all, like, Shamari, was it Shamari? I think, or was it Nivea? Somebody jumped to Pam's defense and was like, hold on. That's not a title that you want to give to somebody. That's equivalent to, like, calling somebody a racist and they're not a racist. She just has her own story and her own path and just let it be. And then, Pam says her reasoning, like, a man shall not lie with another man. I won't even go there on that because that's a very misconstrued text, but I digress. I get it. And it was Fallon that said that about not calling her racist. I apologize. It was Fallon. And then, And then Keely says that she didn't come to be in a group. And then Felicia just lets her have it. She asks, what's the point of you being here? What's the point? You're a shit starter and you're the type of person that drops a bomb in a room and leaves and acts like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. And basically she called her a two-faced bitch. And then they all just go their separate ways, I guess. And it's the next morning and I see Irish is on the phone, but she got a pack of Newports next to her. And if she's trying to work on her voice, I don't think those Newports are helping. She needs to put them down and get in the studio. And then Keely says to Lamisha she won't be asking any more questions about why she's there. She's done. All right. And then we cut to Aubrey. Aubrey is making a vision board for the group. And she's doing that because Keely hasn't given them any creative direction, as her title is creative director. Gosh. So Aubrey is excited and she presents it to the ladies and the ladies love it. They're like, yes, finally some direction. We can do this. And everybody's excited except for Keely. She says Aubrey is full of shit. And she's just sitting there being shady and being sarcastic about it, saying, oh, you finally get it. You finally see that it can be done. And it's like, no, bitch, this is what you should have been doing instead of walking around with wine. That's what you should have been doing. For real. Like, I'm not sure how she just walks around the house all day, not doing anything, not trying to get any of their choreography together, any songs together, all the stuff that she says that she could do. I've seen her do absolutely nothing. So then all the ladies start to go in on her and they're basically like, what are you doing then? If you're not here to sing and you're not creative directing, you need to basically go. And they kicked her off the couch that they were all sitting on. Iris said, this couch is for people that are singing, so you don't need to be over here. So Keely gets up and goes sits on a bar stool. I was cracking up because she's so full of herself. She was just cackling before, just laughing and being just condescending to Aubrey. And then now look at her. That's what she gets. Karma can sometimes come back at you quicker than you think. But yeah. So after they lay into Aubrey, Felicia finally gets up and says, "No, we can't do this, you guys. We can't just all just bash Keely. Me and my sister dealt with that when we were first in the house, and nobody really liked us. And I just don't want us to do that to Keely. She's just one person. Let's not gang up on her." And Keely's just sitting up there crying, looking stupid as fuck. And so Felicia and Fallon pull her to the side, and she's like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Last night you called me a bitch. And the twins were like, "You're right. I'm sorry. I should have never said that." And then Keely's crying, and she's like, "I should go home. I should just go home, right?" And then that's when the episode ends. My opinion, yes, go home. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got for today. I will be back probably later. I'm getting caught up with this season, so hopefully by tomorrow or so I'll be all caught up and not having to be behind. But yeah, all right, y'all. I'll holla at y'all later. Peace out.